Good day. It's Mr. Chapule, the grade 8 tutor for maths. Today we'll be looking at a lesson on percentages, and this is how it goes. Let's look at an interesting fact. Did you know that every one of us has a brain that is made up of 41% of frontal lobe, 22% of temporal lobe, 19% of parietal lobe, and 18% of occipital lobe. And all these, when you add, will give you 100%, which is a complete picture. And it's true, each one of us has a different size brain, but we have the same percentage as these four things are showing here. Cool. Let's look at our lesson for today, and these are the objectives. At the end of this lesson, learners should be able to 1. Write percentages as fractions. 2. Find percentages of whole numbers. 3. Calculate the percentage of a whole number. 4. Calculate amounts given percentage increase or decrease. And finally, solve problems in context involving percentages. This is the concept map. Every time we start a new concept, we'll be following this, starting with the first one right through to the last one. Let's look at pre-knowledge. Do you still remember how to? 1. Multiply common fractions. 2. Convert mixed numbers to improper fractions. And finally, use equivalent forms of common fractions with 1-digit or 2-digit denominators. Let's look at pre-knowledge practice. 1. For us to multiply, because we have 3/4 multiplied by 1/5, for us to multiply this, we need to remember this. When multiplying fractions, you multiply the numerators together and denominators together. And 2, the product of the numerators is your new numerator, or the numerator of the new fraction, and the product of the denominators is the denominator of the new fraction. Let's look at an example practically as we do it. We have 3/4. We have 3/4 multiplied by 1/5. And we said, if we're multiplying fractions, we multiply the numerator with the numerator, so we have 3 times 1, which gives you 3. And we multiply denominators together, so we're going to get 4 times 5, which gives you 20. And your answer there would be 3 out of 20. And now we look at converting mixed number to an improper fraction. We're given 5 2/3. What do we do? Firstly, let's have an understanding that this is 5 whole plus 2/3. 5 whole plus 2/3. And we know for us to add these fractions, we must have a common denominator. So we're going to write an equivalent form of 5 as 15 out of 3 plus 2 out of 3. Now the denominators are the same, and we can then add the numerators. And this would give us 15 plus 2 would be 17 out of 3. Now you have 17 out of 3 as an improper fraction. But the shorter way of getting there would be 1. We first multiply the numerator with the whole number. Multiply the denominator with the whole number. Denominator with the whole number. So it's 3 times 5, which gives you 15. And number 2, we then add the product of the denominator to the numerator, the product of the denominator and the whole number to the numerator, and that would be 15 plus 2, which will give you 17. And the last thing we need to note is we then take the sum, which is 17, Take the sum, which is 17, and write it out of a denominator that is original there, which is 3. So 5 2/3 is the same as 17 out of 3. Let's look at new words for the lesson. 1. What does the word percentage mean? Percentage is a fraction out of 100. An example would be 50% is equals to 50 out of 100. A mixed number is a number consisting of a whole number part and a proper fraction part. So this would be an example, 3 whole number and 2 out of 7. The third word would be, if we are decreasing, it means we are reducing or to reduce a number to a smaller value or size. To reduce a number to a smaller value or size. And the last word for this lesson would be increase. To grow a number into a larger or greater value or size. And for now, after this, let's take a quick break. We'll come back just now.